Okay, here's a 2004 Yukon. It has the Bose stereo system in it. Bose Amp was the smartest idea could have ever imagined. Those guys wanting to put the amp underneath the console of this thing. Watch some YouTube videos, and it comes to reason. You got to take the seats out because the brackets come down here to hold the console in, and I've searched YouTube for everything. So here you got two screws back here. I've taken the back plate off, and it should just come right out here where you can unplug it. But the problem is, up here you cannot get to the two screws that are directly under here. So my solution is, instead of spending hours pulling these big old electric seats and stuff out of this, is to take a hole saw, cover the amp up to capture all the metal shavings, and pull that amp out, because of course they put the serial number on the underside of the amp. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I have taken a hole saw, made an access to the bolts down there. As you can see, possibly, I don't have a light on, the screws that hold the front of the amp in. If you come around here, there is, I mean, you would have to be a Houdini to be able to get that out of there. Why they didn't design that with some kind of access, because the back ones, easy to get to. The front ones, impossible. These four screws here, all they do is hold the bottom of the console bucket in place. That's all the purpose of these four big old freaking screws. There's probably more screws in this than hold the engine in this truck. So anyway, I'm going to take those out, slide it out, and get my number off the bottom and order one. Okay, I'm sure I probably pissed off all the, purists of taking every nut and bolt loose and stuff like that. But when you got more work than it is to take this crazy nut out of here and order another one, make it easier the next time this son of a gun goes out, because I think they're notorious for doing this, but I don't know, this one made it 150,000 miles, so I'm going to order one, replace it. Like I say, this is an 04, and what I did as far as drilling the excess holes, that should have probably been in there from the factory, to made this a 20-minute job, instead of having to remove every bit of the console. There's two brackets that hold the console in that comes down here. I mean, I took this loose, but it absolutely does nothing but show the shell of the steel casing of the console. So you still can't get to the two screws that hold this crazy nut in there. So the only thing I needed to do was drill my excess holes, pull this son of a gun out, and get my number off here so I know I order the right one, put it back in there. And if I ever sell this truck and it ever goes out on the next guy, they're going to be thanking this old boy.